Yo, what's going on, gambling YouTube and my fellow degens? It is I, the Gale, back at it again with another Prizepicks NBA first look video for January. What's today? The 23rd, 2023. So, yeah, I'm back. Basically, I took the weekend off for an NBA break. I gave you guys one UFC pick that didn't hit. Sorry about that. Here it is right here. Nunez hit. Terrence McKinney didn't knock his opponent out in the first round. He got knocked out in round 2, so he went over his fight time. And then Jamal Hill landed like a million strikes and then won the match. So according to FanDuel's pricing, he went way over 90. So yeah, that didn't hit even with the flex play. And then I just played one play yesterday for fun, and it barely hit. Gary Trent went over his PRA. Fred VanVleet went 2 points over his PRA. Pascal Siakam went 0.5 over his, so he barely hit. And then Julius Randle did Julius Randle things. So I won $100 yesterday. But let's move on to today, and let's see what's on. Let's try to see if we can hone in on any players by looking at the sportsbook betting lines, over and under total points and the spread. So let's see. We got the Boston Celtics versus Orlando Magic, 230 spread, 7.5 or 230 total points, 7.5 spread. Tatum and Brown comes to mind. Since they're both healthy, I don't know which one to pick. So honestly, I'm not really thinking about this game too much. And then the Magic are so spread out, it's hard to know who's going to do anything on any given day. So moving on to the next game, we got the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Detroit Pistons, 233 total, 11.5 spread. Possible blowout, but we can't predict these things. But if Giannis is playing, maybe Giannis, but he's been doing kind of bad lately, right? He's been kind of trending down. So if Giannis doesn't play, of course, Drew Holiday and Bobby Portis, OG Bobby Portis, and then we got the Pistons. I'm not really feeling the Pistons either, so we're going to keep it moving. We got the Timberwolves versus the Rockets, 236 total, 5.5 spread. Man, I'm not liking anybody from the Timberwolves either. Maybe Edwards. And then from the Rockets, Jalen Green, Şengün perhaps. And that's about it, actually, man. Okay, so here we go. The game of the night, the Atlanta Hawks versus the Bulls, 238 total points, 1 point spread. We going Trae Young, DeJounte Murphy, maybe even John Collins. I know Capella's back, but still liking John Collins a little bit. And then we got Vucevic, DeRozan, and Levine. That's who we want to focus on, really. And yeah, this game should be fireworks. No defense, fast pace, all that jazz. Speaking of jazz, we got the Hornets versus the Jazz, 237 total points, over under. And then we got a 7.5 spread. I'm liking Markkanen. I'm liking Walker Kessler. Centers versus Hornets is a thing. Walker Kessler should go off, in my opinion. And Clarkson is hit or miss. I ain't touching Clarkson today. And then we got LaMelo Ball, who always seems to fail me when I play him. He got hurt last time I played him. He gets in foul trouble when I play him. But we got LaMelo Ball, Mason Plumlee, Mr. Reliable. Mason Plumlee should do well. And then we got Scary Terry Rozier. And that's about all I'm liking from the Hornets. We got Spurs versus the Trailblazers, 241 spread. No, 241 total. I keep saying that. 8.5 spread. We got Dame Lillard and Nurkic. That's all I'm liking from the Trailblazers, really. Maybe a little bit of Jeremy Grant. And then from the Spurs, I don't really touch the Spurs these days. So, pick your poison. And then we got the Memphis Grizzlies and the Sacramento Kings, 245 total and 1 point spread. This should be another banger, fantasy-friendly, betting-friendly game. We got Fox, Sabonis, and that's all I'm really trusting from the Kings. Harrison Barnes has failed me when I played him, but he can also be played, I guess. And then we got Ja Morant. We got Steven Adams with the rebounds. Maybe a little bit of Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson too. That team is lit. That team is pretty deep. So if I had to pick two, it would be Steven Adams and maybe actually Jaren Jackson over Ja Morant. So with that, let's go to the trusty dusty Line Star app and see what the matchups are telling us. So maybe we can hone in even further on specific players from those high total close spread games. Let's see. Okay, so Şengün, like I mentioned, he's in the 30th. Minnesota is 30th versus center is basically the best spot he could be in. So we like that. Brook Lopez is looking good, but I don't trust him. We got Nurkic. I called him out, so he should be a play that we might want to focus on. And then Walker Kessler is in a solid spot versus the Hornets. Vucevic is all right. Plumlee, okay. Let's go to power forwards. Patrick Williams is looking good. Maybe we look towards Patrick Williams today, but normally I like to focus on Levine, Vooch, and DeRozan, if anybody. All right, we got Tatum in a good spot. Wendell Carter Jr. a good spot. Giannis is in a good spot. Collins in a good spot. All right, people I mentioned. Malik Beasley is in a great spot, but he's like hit or miss as well. Sometimes he plays well, sometimes he doesn't. Jaylen Brown is in a good spot, so we can play Tatum and or Brown. Usually don't like to play them both together, but they can go off often together. And that's about it. Shooting guard. We got Scary Terry Rozier. Like I called him out. We could play him for sure. Anthony Edwards, I called him out. He's in a great spot today. Herter is in a good spot. High total game. He's got to be smacking his threes and stuff, though, for him to really hit, in my opinion. And then we got point guards. Killian Hayes is in a great spot, but I don't want to trust him with a healthy Detroit team. Trey Jones is in a good spot versus Portland. High total game. Maybe this is a Trey Jones game. We got Fox in a great spot. We like Fox. And then Drew Holiday, if Giannis is out, we can definitely go back to him. John Morant is in a solid spot. He's almost matchup proof. Almost. And yeah. So now that we've looked at the game totals and looked at the matchups, I think we kind of have an idea of who we might want to target today out of all the players. So let's see who's available and see if we can target anybody for a first look lineup. So we got Tatum and Brown, kind of highish points, rebounds, and assists. We got Giannis on the board. We got DeMar, Levine, and Vooch, and Patrick Williams. His PRA is pretty low, but you know, with the three usage monsters in DeRozan, Levine, and Vucevic, Patrick Williams really has to have a really solid game. You know, he can't miss. And, you know, okay, so that's all we really got right now. So, do we want to make a lineup with limited options? Maybe. Wow. Yeah, it's really hard to pick between DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Vucevic when they're all healthy. Like, it's really hard because you don't know who's going to go off, and they all have similar PRAs. So, like, if one just has a bad game, then they're going to miss easily. So, man, I don't really know who to pick right now. There's not that many options. I think Jaylen Brown can go off. Maybe we'll pick Jaylen Brown since he has a similar potential to Jason Tatum and a lower PRA. It'll be easier for him to hit that. Trey Young versus the Bulls. It's either going to be Trey or DeJounte. Might as well go DeJounte since he has a lower PRA and they have the same potential too. It's like a Tatum Brown situation, kind of like the same player but not really, same potential but not really. And then we can pick one more for a 3 flex. Do we go Patrick Williams? Do we trust Patrick Williams? You know what? I'm gonna go Lauri Markkanen versus the Charlotte Hornets just because he's a power forward, and you know, power forwards and centers versus the Hornets can, you know, kind of go off more often than not. So we'll make this a $10 play just to put something on it. We'll make it a power play since it's only 3 picks and $10. So let's see if this is a first look bet for today. Definitely there'll be more picks or more options available as the day goes on. If this video can get up to 100 likes, then I'll for sure make a final look video. But if it doesn't get 100 likes, then, you know, chances are 50-50 of me making another video. So with that, if you like this content, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And yeah. What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I know a lot of people have been asking me to make a Discord and or a Patreon. I'm still deciding what I want to do, but for now I kind of want to keep the picks free, at least until I get on a little hot streak, right? I don't want to charge you guys and the picks aren't hitting or nothing like that. So for now I want to keep it free, but just stay tuned to the channel where I'll be posting more picks and stuff like that if I like some picks, if I feel really good about a parlay. But yeah, with that, thanks again for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Yeah, so let's cash and peace out.